Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. I tell you, just when you thought the Eagles had everything under control, just when you thought they were cruising smoothly into the season, a little storm has been brewing behind the scenes. And no, it's not just about the scoreboard or the plays on the field. We're talking about injuries, depth issues, and some strategic moves that could shape the entire NFC East landscape in ways we might not have fully anticipated. The Eagles, always known for their resilience, are facing some new challenges that could test their roster and coaching strategies in ways they haven't faced before. So, let's dig into what's happening, what it means for the Eagles, and how they're planning to bounce back. First off, let's talk about the injury to the fullback Ben Van Sumeren. It's a tough break, folks. This happened right at the start of the season, during the opening kickoff against the Dallas Cowboys. Van Sumeren tore his patellar tendon, which means he's done for the year. That's a key loss for the Eagles, especially when you consider how versatile and important the fullback position has become in modern NFL offenses. Fullbacks aren't just blockers anymore. They're often involved in the passing game, in short yardage situations, and even as decoys to open up running lanes for the backs. Losing Van Sumeren was already a blow, but what's even more concerning is that now the Eagles have to deal with another injury in the backfield, and this time it's Will Shipley, the promising second-year running back out of Clemson. Shipley went down during the season opener at Lincoln Financial Field, and it's reported that he suffered a broken rib. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. A broken rib sounds painful, but it's not necessarily season-ending, right? Well, in this case, the situation is a bit more complicated. Derek Gunn, a trusted voice and longtime Eagles reporter, confirmed that Shipley's injury is indeed a fractured rib. And this isn't just about missing a game. It's about the implications for the team moving forward. You see, Shipley was expected to be a crucial piece in the Eagles' backfield rotation, especially as a pass-catching option out of the backfield. He was seen as a versatile change-of-pace back, much like Kenneth Gainwell has been in recent years, but with a bit more explosiveness and a fresh set of legs. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, Shipley was the number 2 behind Saquon Barkley, and he also played a significant role as the team's kick returner. In the past, he's shown flashes of his potential returning kickoffs, including a 12-yard return against Dallas before his injury, and he had a couple of carries, one of which went for 20 yards. That kind of versatility is exactly what the Eagles need, especially in a league where special teams can swing momentum and games can be won or lost on a single return. His departure leaves the Eagles with A.J. Dillon as the only backup behind Barkley, and Dillon isn't really known for his pass-catching ability or returning kicks, which leaves a noticeable gap. So, what's the solution? Well, the Eagles made a strategic move by acquiring Jacksonville Jaguars running back Tank Bigsby, and folks, this is more than just a depth signing. It's a clear indication that the Eagles are serious about shoring up their backfield and special teams. Bigsby, a third-round pick in 2023 from Auburn, didn't get much love in Jacksonville last year, but that's largely because Travis Etienne was the primary guy, and the Jaguars had a pretty deep stable of backs. Still, Bigsby showed flashes of potential, rushing for 766 yards last season with an impressive 4.6 yards per carry. He also has experience returning kicks, averaging over 32 yards per return back in 2022, and he even returned a kickoff 41 yards against the Eagles last year. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Bigsby isn't exactly a star yet, and he's only got 8 career receptions. But that's exactly why the Eagles went after him. They see his potential, his youth, and his ability to contribute on special teams. Plus, he's a powerful runner with a good frame, capable of handling the physicality of NFL defenses. The Eagles gave up multiple draft picks to secure him, which shows how much they value his versatility and what he can bring to the table. But the big question remains, who will step up as the pass-catching back now that Shipley is out. The team has been experimenting with Kylan Granson, who has been used as a hybrid fullback, H-back, and tight end in some packages. This kind of versatility could come in handy over the coming weeks, providing some relief while they figure out the best way to deploy Bigsby or other options. It's also worth noting that the Eagles' offensive scheme is built around flexibility and adaptability, which means they're likely to find creative ways to utilize their personnel to keep the offense flowing smoothly despite these setbacks. And let's not forget, the Eagles' coaching staff has a history of making smart adjustments on the fly. Coach Nick Sirianni, always known for his strategic mindset, will surely find ways to incorporate Bigsby into the game plan, especially in situations where his running style and special teams ability can shine. It's also worth mentioning that the NFC East is a division that's always evolving, and the slightest injury can have ripple effects on team standings, playoff seeding, and even Super Bowl aspirations. The Cowboys, Giants, and Washington Commanders are all looking to capitalize on any weakness, so the Eagles need to stay resilient. Now, looking ahead, the Eagles have a lot of reasons for optimism. Their roster is still stacked with talented players, and they have a coaching staff that's proven to adapt and succeed under pressure. The addition of Bigsby could turn out to be a savvy move, especially if he can contribute on special teams and in short yardage situations. The team's offensive line remains one of the best in the league, giving Jalen Hurts the time he needs to make plays downfield, and the defense, led by stars like Nakobe Dean, continues to be one of the most formidable units in the NFL. Speaking of Nakobe Dean, he was involved in a big play during the recent game, tackling Jacksonville Jaguars running back Tank Bigsby during a crucial moment. That's right, Dean, the young linebacker who's been showing flashes of brilliance, was involved in a key tackle that exemplifies the Eagles' aggressive and disciplined defense. Dean has been a rising star, and his ability to read plays and make tackles in critical moments is exactly what the Eagles need to maintain their edge in the NFC. Of course, every season brings its share of surprises, and injuries are part of the game. But what's impressive about the Eagles is their depth and their ability to adapt quickly. The team's culture of resilience and innovation has always been their hallmark, and this season is no different. Fans can expect the coaching staff to come up with new schemes, the young players to step up, and veterans to lead by example. The addition of Bigsby is just one piece of the puzzle, and it highlights how the Eagles are continuing to build a roster that's not only talented but also versatile enough to weather any storm. As we look at their upcoming schedule, you can see that every game is going to be a battle. The NFC East is notorious for its competitiveness, and with the Eagles facing teams that are eager to overthrow them, the stakes are higher than ever. The team's focus now shifts to how they can best utilize their new personnel, how Jalen Hurts will continue to develop as a leader, and how the defense can maintain its intensity. The division title is still very much within their reach, but they'll need to stay healthy and keep executing at a high level. And let's not forget the fans. The Philadelphia Eagles fanbase is one of the most passionate and dedicated in the league. Every injury, every new signing, every game is a rallying point for millions of supporters who bleed green and white. The atmosphere at Lincoln Financial Field is electric, especially when the team shows resilience in tough times. The energy and spirit of the fans can often lift the team during critical moments, and that unity is what makes this franchise so special. In the end, what we're witnessing now is a team that's still evolving, still fighting, and still hungry for that elusive Super Bowl ring. The challenges they face, especially with injuries to key players like Shipley and Van Sumeren, test their depth and resilience, but they also open doors for young players to step up and prove their worth. The coaching staff's ability to adapt, the leadership of players like Nakobe Dean, and the strategic moves like acquiring Tank Bigsby all point to a team that's determined to keep fighting and to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. So, Eagles fans, stay tuned, because this season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. Every game, every play, every move counts, and the Eagles are showing that they're ready to face whatever comes their way. The NFC East is a battleground, but the Eagles are still standing tall, ready to lead the charge. Remember, this is just the beginning of what promises to be an incredible journey, filled with ups and downs, surprises, and unforgettable moments. And I'll be right here, bringing you all the latest updates, analysis, and insights. So make sure you stay connected, stay passionate, and keep believing in this incredible Philadelphia Eagles team. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these developments? Do you think Bigsby can fill the void left by Shipley? Are you confident in the team's ability to overcome these injuries and keep pushing toward the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. Remember, the season is still young, and the Eagles are still fighting, still striving for greatness. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Keep the faith, keep the passion, and let's see where this incredible journey takes us. Thanks for being part of this family, and as always, go Birds.